G'day, it's Craig from Kickass. I've got me mate Adam, and look what we've got here, our brand new range of Kickass pure sine wave inverters. Let's have a squiz at them, you ripper. So here is our brand new PowerBoost 2000 and 3000 watt pure sine wave inverters. These things are awesome. Adam, let's go through how cool these things are.
Thanks, Craig. Yeah, so our 3000 and 2000 watt inverters, they've just landed and they got some really cool features. So first off, these are pure sine wave inverters. So they're perfect for running your sensitive devices such as laptops and Starlinks. They also have an automatic transfer switch. So not only to use the inverter as normal, running from your battery, and the inverter then transforms that power to an AC output, but you can also plug these into an AC input. So that means when you get to the caravan park and you're on what we call shore power, you can plug into the caravan power point, and the inverter will automatically transfer and take power from the AC input and pass that through to the inverter's output. So you don't have to change any of the wiring around.
So that means when you're at mains power, you're no longer using your batteries to supply any power. You're switching over to mains power, you're saving your batteries, and you're using mains power automatically.
Yeah, that's right.
How awesome is that? All right, what else we got, mate?
So we've also got multi-level of safety protection with these inverters. So we have our software control where we're monitoring input power, output power, and also voltage. So if the device starts to operate outside the allowable conditions, it will shut down. But we also have an integrated RCD, so that's a residual current device, and circuit breaker or RCBO. So what that means is some specific applications actually require this hardware device by law, and so these devices are perfect for that setup. So software protection and hardware protection, great feature of these inverters.
And I also believe the inrush current and the extra surge rating on these are 2 times the rating what's written on the inverter. So our 3000 becomes 6000 watt,
Yep.
and 2000, 4000 watt for 2 seconds.
Yeah, that's right.
That's huge, man. So that's going to be awesome for like microwave ovens, induction cooktops, are things that really smash it for a couple of milliseconds. These have got you covered.
Yeah, battery charges, that's right. So it's not only is the surge protection for the 2 seconds, but also a really high inrush support as well. So that large peak, and then it will stay for 2 seconds at 4000 watts for our 2000 watt inverter and 6000 watts for our 3000 watt inverter.
Man, and that is awesome. I've noticed too, you know, the way these are built and the size of the fans, they're absolutely overkill in them, which is absolutely amazing. They've got smart cooling as well, so I believe fans are only going to come on when they need to come on, multi-speed, so they'll crank it up when it's getting warm, so that's all taken care of as well. Let's take a closer look at some of the features on these inverters. Okay, so I've got the PowerBoost 2000, Adam's got the PowerBoost 3000. Let's have a look at the dashboard and see what's going on. Talk us through it, mate. Tell us what's going on here.
Thanks, Craig. So at the top here, we've got our control panel. We've got an on-off switch for the inverter, so you can turn it off and save power when it's not required to be used. We've got our status lights and our fault lights. We've got a 5 volt, 2 amp USB charging port, just to quickly charge any devices you might have. And we've got an input for our remote display LCD panel there.
So that is an optional extra too, so it doesn't come with it, but this is the optional extra where you can run the whole thing off the little remote display. They're bloody awesome.
So on the 3000 watt inverter, we have our AC inputs and outputs here. So we have our standard GPO, or Craig.
It's a typical AC power socket.
Yep, and we also have hardwired options for AC in and AC out. So because it's a 3000 watt inverter, very high power, we have that hardwired option for your caravan or larger van installation. Now, with the hardwired option there, that does need to be completed by a licensed electrician and would need to be certified by them as well. And down the bottom here, we have our RCBO. So that's an integrated residual current device and circuit breaker as well.
So safety switch in normal terms once again?
Yep, that's right.
We'd class it as a safety switch. And on mine, instead of being hardwired, it just comes with the kettle cord. So you don't need any other tradesman or anything to hook this one up for you. Is that correct? You can just bang, plug it in, away you go.
Yep, that's right. And then we have an earth lug here as well to earth your device to make sure your safety switch or residual current device circuit breaker operates correctly.
Cool, cool. And on the back, as we can see here,
yeah, so we've got our M10 DC terminals with nice protective covers there as well. And then you can see on the side here, we've got our smart cooling fans.
Right, that's pretty awesome, isn't it? And other than that, we've got a couple multiple mounting points too, so you can either screw through or mount them up, which is really, really, really handy. How awesome is that? Okay, so don't forget, along with the inverters, we've got a few optional accessories. So we have the remote display unit, which is really, really handy to find out what's going on with the inverter. And Adam, what do you got, mate?
Yeah, I've got a 175 amp battery box inverter cable kit here as well.
Okay, let's have a look at how these are in action. What do you reckon?
Sounds good, Craig?
So here we are, we have the inverters in action, and I'm going to hand you over to Adam while I cook my eggs.
Yeah, thanks, Craig. So we're running our 3000 watt inverter and our 2000 watt inverter. First thing I'll talk about is potentially pairing your appliances or what you're running to your inverters. So with your 3000 watt inverter, to get the full 3000 watts, you really need to run about 300 amp hours of lithium from it, or a battery bank that's able to provide 300 amps of continuous current. For the 2000 watt inverter, to get the full 2000 watts out of that, you'll need a BMS for a lithium battery that can provide 200 amps of continuous current. But there's another way to look at it as well, Craig. So you can actually pair your BMS to the appliances that you want to run. So if you say with our 150 amp hour power station has 150 amp BMS in it, you can pull about 1500 watts of power through the inverter. So even though this is a 2000 watt inverter, I could still run our power station with our induction cooktop and just turn it down a little bit to run at 1500 watts, and that would be perfect. So our 2000 watt here, you can see we're cooking our eggs from an e-barbecue, and we've also got it plugged into a 5-way power board here, charging our lithium batteries with that also.
And what would happen if you do overload these?
Yeah, so overload, the first protection will be software protection. Yep. And if it detects we're going over the 2000 watts, it will cut out, and then it will test to see if that input has been disconnected or not to recover the device. If there's a short circuit or earth leakage fault, then the RCBO, that's the RCD with the circuit breaker in it as well.
The safety switch?
The safety switch, that would then trip.
Okay, cool. So you can't kill the units. They're gonna, if there's an error or something going along, they're gonna switch off and let you know that you've tried to overdo it or you've tried to do this on this setup and vice versa.
Yeah, that's right.
That is such a peace of mind, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah. So the 3000 watt inverter, like this is going to be great for larger caravans, camper vans, you know, more of a permanent installation in the van. 3000 watts, there's some air conditioners that you'll be able to run through it as well. And remember, with the automatic AC transfer switch, when you plug into shore power, then your inverter and any appliances that connect to it will be powered through the mains power there. Our 2000 watt inverter, you know, that's a great product for canopies, smaller camper vans, things like that. Yeah, where you're looking to get a cooking device, maybe run your Starlink or charge your drone batteries.
very cool. Well, we better wrap this up because my eggs are ready, mate. So thanks very much for watching the video. So make sure you head online and check out our brand new Power Boost inverters. Also head into our Kawana shop on the Sunshine Coast and see the awesome staff there, or see the legends down at our south of Brisbane shop at Acacia Ridge. So thanks very much for watching. You Ripper. Thanks, Adam.
Cheers, Craig.
G'day, it's Craig from Kickass, and I've got me mate Adam here, and what we've done here, hang on, let me think.
So these have a,
What are you trying to say?
Yeah,